A very good day to our lecturer Encik Muhammad Faiz bin Wahid. Now we are going to present about project jigs and fixtures design for spacer bracket. I am going to present to our team members first, Shah Izra Hilmi, Nur Fitri Dayana, Kristina, Nur Maisara, and I Ahmad Shazwan. For introduction, I'm going to present about what is jig and fixtures. Jigs and fixtures are work holding device used in machining operation as an agent of support. They secure, support, or mount a workpiece correctly on the parts of a CNC machine. They are very important since they aid smoother manufacturing operation, productivity, among other advantages. In other words, design of jig and fixtures are the solution to get better productivity and efficiency, improve in quality of product, and also can decrease manufacturing costs. Next, for problem statement. First, the needed of design jig and fixtures for the mass manufacturing for spacer bracket. Second, the needed of design jigs and fixtures to produce parts of spacer bracket in short time. Lastly, the needed design for mass manufacturing process with lowest production cost.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Shah Izra Hilmi, and today I will continue the presentation of this project, which is the objective of this project. So, the first objective is to study the importance of the jigs and fixture, and then the next objective is to study when to use the suitable jig for the workpiece, and then to study how to use SolidWorks to design a jig and fixture, and then last of the objective is to identify and design the certain supporting system in the manufacturing operations. And I will now explain about the locating system of our project. So I will first talk about what is locating. Locating is a process to locate a part so that the part cannot move 12 ways, which is the 12 degree of freedom, which consists of X, Y, and Z axis. So the part cannot move to the right, left, forward, backwards, upwards, or downwards, or rotate in a linear and rotary motion. So, when locating the workpiece, a tool designer must keep the following points, which is first the positioning the locators, which is to ensure the desired accuracy repeatedly, and then the part tolerance, which is the locators must be between 20 and 50% of the part, and the full proofing to ensure the workpiece will fit work holder only in its correct position, and then lastly is the duplicate location, not only cost more but could cause inaccuracies. So that's all for me. I will pass to the next members, which is Kristina. Thank you.
Supporting pins. By properly locating, supporting, and clamping the length, all degrees of freedom should be arrested. As you all know, there are 12 degrees of freedom. So in our jigs and fixture, we put 7 pins only. On the surface A, there are 5 pins where it will restrict 5 degrees of freedom. On surface B, there are 1 pin that it will restrict only 1 degree of freedom, and at surface C, there are 2 pins to restrict 3 degrees of freedom. Next, the 2 clamps are employed into as to restrict 3 other degrees of freedom left. Drill bush are a major element in most of today's drill jig, as it have 3 purposes. They locate, guide, and support the cutting tool. So in our project, we use headed drill bush with the size of 15 mm in diameter.
The principles of clamping devices hold the workpiece in the jig or fixture in the right relative position. It should prevent cutting forces from moving the workpiece. For optimal operation, the workpiece must be clamped firmly. Clamping that is too loose might be hazardous anytime. Clamping devices are designed to take up the least amount of space and to operate and handle in the shortest period of time. The clamping device in this project was a screw clamp. This clamp is the most basic and least expensive currently in use. Because of their clamping efficacy and size of force ratio, screw clamps are excellent work holders. To prevent damage to the workpiece, we secured the clamping with point content by using comprehensive ball type list.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fitri Diamanti Rostam. I will present the final two drawing. As you can see from the slide, this is our assembly part that contain of 30 components. The first one is fixture. We use 3 to 1 pin locator principle, but we added more pin to make sure the workpiece stay in the place when the drilling process started. Jig will be assembled on the top of the fixture, and the clamp will attach to the fixture to hold the workpiece from the front. This is our jig. The jig is attached using the nut 8mm size and 13mm size. The screws are tightened by using nut. This is our clamp. The clamp divided into 6 parts. In this design, we use screw clamp principle. The screws are attached at the clamp holder, which is 5mm size. We use wing nut in this design to hold the workpiece from the top. This is our drill bush. Drill bush are attached onto the jig. It will be more easier to drill in mass production process. Hi, this is our design of jig and fixture. Okay. The jigs and fixture is attached to each other, and the screw is 5mm and 30mm size, and it will tighten with the nut. Okay. Clamp, screw clamp principle, it will hold the workpiece from the front. From the top, we use wing nut to hold the top of the workpiece, so the workpiece will not move. The workpiece is on the top of the pin locator. We use 5 different size of pin. When the drilling process starts, the workpiece will not move because they get 5 pin. Okay, at the left sides of the fixture, we get 1 pin, and another side there's no pin because we fix the workpiece into the fixture. How to load the workpiece from this jig? Okay. Okay, this is how we load and unload the workpiece. We need to loosen the clamp before we unload the workpiece. Okay. We need to loosen the wing nut also, so that the workpiece will unload. there's no need to lose the screw, because it will reduce the time taken.
After all, we have all completed this project satisfactorily. As you can see in this report, we brainstorm everything from what type of jig and fixture we want to use for the cutting tool to efficiently drill the workpiece to what kind of pushing and clamping we wanted to add to the outcome. We drew all those components from scratch using SolidWorks software. This is because, even though each element is the same, we wanted distinct dimensions for each one. Our lecturer suggested that we increase the number of components in this project from 4 to 30, and we were able to do it successfully. The main goal of doing and finishing this activity is to make it easier for users to load and unload the workpiece when performing machining processes in the future. Furthermore, understanding the components of jigs and fixtures, as well as how they are used, will be beneficial to us in the future.